welcome back. If you are new around here, then hello, it is very nice to meet you. If you are returning, then thank you very much for returning. This video is going to be a capsule wardrobe. Now, I spoke before about my kind of love-hate relationship I have with a capsule wardrobe. I really like the idea of capsule wardrobing. I like the chicness of it. I like the fact that it gives you a bit more of a style. It gives you a look that people know that is Alanna's look, so to speak. But I am very pernickety and I very much like trying out different trends, and I get far too bored too quickly, to be honest with you. But what I do like to do a capsule wardrobe for is when I go away on trips, especially when I go away on trips with hand luggage only. So the last two trips that I've been on, I went to Prague in November, and then last week I was in Budapest. Last week I was in Budapest, and both of those trips I have done 10x10 capsule wardrobes. That is when you use 10 items of clothing to compile up your looks. Now generally people can do this for, you know, a week, 10 days, a month, a long time. This challenge doesn't have to be just solely over, you know, a short period. I was away for 4 nights, so technically 5 days worth of clothes that I needed, but generally kind of 2 of the days are more travel. So let's discount 1 of them at least, because certainly when I'm going home, I'm not really caring what I look like. Going, you want to look not too bad, because you might go straight out once you get there, but you know what I mean. Anyway, this is actually derived from a blog a long time ago of a woman who has been doing it for a very long time, and I will put all the links below. I originally seen Anna Newton from the Anna Edit do it as well, but you can look up on YouTube, you can Google capsule wardrobing, and you will find a whole array and horde of things. But I really liked the idea of the 10x10 challenge. So as I was saying, I originally seen Anna Newton do this, but it was originally a girl before her called Lee Vospera on Style Bee who had actually kind of done the 10x10 challenge. I'll just show you here. Obviously it'll flicker if I actually show you. So what she suggests as your challenge as a beginner is to pick 2 pair of shoes, 1 heel and 1 flat, 4 tops, 1 dress, 2 bottoms and 1 top layer. Now, it says that things like hats, bags, scarves, belts, jewellery, all that kind of stuff are not included. I'm going to loosely stick to those kind of rules, make a few exceptions. And those exceptions are going to be that I have a winter coat I recently spoke about in my January favourites. That is going to be my staple, and when I went to Budapest last week it was cold, I needed a coat, there was no way there was going to be any interchanging of this coat, it was going to be that one constantly, and since Christmas it's pretty much what's been on my back constantly. So that I am not going to include in my capsule wardrobe. The other 10 items I am going to include, but obviously bags and hats and scarves, jewellery, etc. are not included. T-shirts, 1 kind of marl grey one and 1 white one. Now this kind of marl grey one is actually quite see-through. I don't know if you'll see it on the camera. I just put my hand up it here. No, it doesn't look too bad, but it is actually quite see-through. If I was to wear it with like not a nude bra, if I was to wear black or something, you would see through it quite easily. This is also from H&M. Again, this is in their linen basics range. Not overly expensive, a little more expensive than the normal ones because it's linen, but again a bit more sustainably and ethically sourced, and I really liked the colour of it. This kind of grey colour. It's very easy, it desperately needs a little iron because it's very creased. I've just took it out the washing or off the line, and that is the first t-shirt. The white t-shirt is a fabulous t-shirt from Monkey. Now, I think I spoke about buying this t-shirt way back in summer when I was picking up a few summer things to go on my holidays, and I kind of was like, oh, I'll pick one up in H&M, they're exactly the same. They're not, I'm not gonna lie. I paid a little bit more money for this one. I want to say this might have been about 25 to 30 pounds, and that is a bit more expensive for a basic white t-shirt, but it is a very good white t-shirt. It's kept its colour really well, it's kept its shape really well, it doesn't go into the wash and then come out all kind of dishevelled and a bit stretched and what have you. These are really well made. I buy these in a medium from Monkey, and I think they are great, and they are staples all the year round. The last time I was in the shop they still had them in all different kinds of colours. So if you do want to spend money anywhere and you think I can afford that, Monkey do really good kind of middle of the road, kind of £30 for a t-shirt's a lot of money, but they're really nice, and I've had this for coming up on a year this summer, and it's still like new, and it's very, very good. Then I'm going to speak about this skirt. This is from H&M. This is current from H&M because I just picked it up with some birthday money I was lucky enough to get. This is a kind of satin slip skirt, you know the kind, and with obviously black with this kind of mink. It's not white, it's like a kind of mink brown slash cream colour actually. I got mine in a medium again, and I thought this fit really, really well. It probably sits on my natural waist right here, and it is a little bit big at that. It drops down a slight bit, but I feel that if I'd got the small it would have just been too tight, maybe a bit unflattering over my hip area, because that is the biggest part of me. So this is one of my bottoms. The other bottom is my monkey jeans. These are the Takai, I can never bloody pronounce this name. Wait, and I'll just show you because it's easier. That's it there. Takai. These are supposed to be a balloon pant style of jean, so you know they're tight in the waist, a bit like not a mum jean, but they're supposed to be a bit more neat round about the ankles, and then they balloon in the leg. Now, because of my frame, because of my build, because I have a big massive booty and thighs, these do not balloon leg on me. I'm sure if somebody had really slim legs they would have that effect on them. Maybe they could roll them at the ankles and things like that. But what these actually look like on me, and the size I get is a 30, they look more like just a really nice fitted straight leg. So that's the effect they give on me, and I really, really like it. And a lot of the time on my Instagram, if I'm wearing these, people will be like, where are your jeans from? Where are your jeans from? I've been looking for jeans like that. And I tell them, but I'm always like, but actually if you go on the website, they're not gonna look anything like what they look like on me. So I really like monkey jeans. Again, I think they are around about the £40 mark for their denim. It's probably similar to that at Topshop or River Island, to be honest with you. I think River Island's more expensive now. But they're good jeans. I've had these a long time. I have another pair in this style, but they have like rips on them and things like that. And I've had them well over a year. I really, really like these jeans. I have them in darker washes as well, and they really suit my figure. It's probably best. Jeans are a difficult thing. Like if you get a style that suits you, go back and buy them in other colours and styles. I really like the Marks and Spencer straight leg as well, straight legged ankle grazer I think. I'll link them below as well because it's something I wear very, very frequently as well. But for the purposes of this capsule wardrobe, that will be my denim. Now I decided to take two knitwear with me as well, both H&M. This one is, it's like a bit of a sponsored by H&M, isn't it? Well, it's not, I can assure you. I'd bloody love it if it was. This one is like one of these big batwing tops. It's a little bit lower. I want to say this probably sits just on my hips, a little bit below my natural waist, maybe sits about here. But it gives it a nice bit that you can tuck into your jeans. It's very wide on the arms, as you can see there, and it has a nice kind of high neck as well, and I really, really like that. I got this in the sale in January. It was £10, so I'm not entirely sure this is still available, but I will have a look and see if I can link anything similar. This, however, is current. This is really cute. Now, this is not quite cropped. It doesn't sit like cropped, but you can see where the ribbing starts is probably cropped. For me, again, it sits no problem. It's very nice to be able to tuck into a pair of jeans, and it works really well. Either that, or sometimes I will flip up the ribbing completely to make it that shorter length, especially if I am wearing it with something like the slip skirt. It has little similar ribbing on the sleeves here, and this is actually more like a kind of lamb chop puff ball sleeve, but actually it looks really, really nice when it's on. And a kind of marl cream colour too. I can't remember the price of this. I will look for this one. I should be able to link this one down below because it is current at the moment, the same with the skirt. So the first dress that I took with me is this beautiful, and it is needing a bit of a steam, it's needing a little iron over the top of it, dress from Zara. Now this is current also. This has been around for a while. I had a feeling this might go into the January sales. It turns out it didn't, so it is still available. This is this beautiful kind of emerald bottle green. It's really dark. At first glance or in photos you might think that looks black, but actually in the light it is gorgeous. It's just a really simple slip dress. It has a bit of a cowl at the front here. I got mine in a medium, and this was £29.99, I want to say, full price still. I don't know if this will go into the sale. It has been around for a long time, but I just think it's gorgeous. It's so, so nice. And this one here is the second. I don't know how effective you're going to be able to see this in the camera. This is the poplin dress from Zara. You've probably seen it everywhere. It's been everywhere. It comes in that kind of tan colour as well. I think it came in a white over the summer. It is from their Trafalook, I never know if I'm pronouncing that right, range. It has been about for a long time. I think I picked mine up in Black Friday sale. That's why I actually got it on offer. I only paid about £17 for mine. I think normally it's in the £20 to £30 range. And it's like a layered, tiered dress. Initially when I got this, my mum was like, that's like a pregnancy dress. And I was like, well, thanks for that, mum. But actually, when I put it on and she'd seen it as a whole outfit with boots and things like that, she was like, that's a lovely dress. And I was like, well, I did bloody say that to you, but sometimes mums don't listen. Sometimes we don't listen to them. Anyway, it has little pockets as well. It is very, very versatile, easily made casual, easily dressed up to look more fancy. As for footwear, I did not stick to the one pair of heels and one pair of flats. I kind of did and I kind of didn't. So I went for 2 pair of boots because I thought this kind of weather, in case it rained, it was very cold, I didn't want bare ankles, although that is a look that I really like sometimes. While I was away, I really didn't want that. So I stuck to 2 pairs of boots. So I do have a flat pair of boots. This is an old pair I've had for a long time of Chelsea boots. I think they're from New Look. I don't think you'll get them anymore. They are years and years old in this kind of ox blood colour, and they do have a slight heel, but they are a relatively flat boot as far as I'm concerned. These ones here are from River Island, again current. I got them just in November and I did see them in store quite recently still. They have little gold like toe cap bits here around the edge, and they do have a substantially higher heel. Again, a Chelsea style boot, and they are real leather as well. These were a little bit more expensive, but I really like them and I think they will be worn for years and years to come. I just want to have a quick chat about the items that are not included as part of the 10, just so you get a rough idea of the other things. So the first one is this coat here. It is a very long, full length, like almost ankle skimming, because I am 5'4". And it's probably just hitting below my calf. It's not quite ankle, but it's definitely about kind of calf length on me. This did go into the sale. I picked this up in the January sales, or rather it was bought for me in my birthday in the January sales, so I was lucky enough to get it for about £48, but originally it was about £100. Marks and Spencer's do gorgeous coats all year round, so I will have a little look online and see what there is just now that is relatively close to this, but I don't know if you're going to be lucky enough to get this one, which was £100 down to £50, unfortunately. But this is my coat and this will not be included because this is something that needed to be taken with me. The other 2 items are handbags. Now, because we are going on a carry-on kind of hand luggage only, I am taking this big tote bag. This is from H&M. This is gorgeous for the price of it, and it is still available. It comes with these 2 little like leather ties at the top with little gold discs on them, and inside is like this kind of fawn colour. Now it is a suede effect bag, and then it has obviously this leatherette trim. I don't think it's real leather, not for the price of it. I want to say this was only about £15 to £20, but it's great. I've used this since about September, and actually I've had lots of comments and questions asking me, you know, oh, where's your bag from? It looks really expensive, it looks really nice, blah blah blah. And I'm like, it looks so much more expensive and kind of classic than it actually is. So well done H&M on this one. So this will be one of the bags I am taking. Now for the majority of the time that bag would have been fine. I'd have wore that out night and day, and I'm lucky enough that my makeup bag and toiletries bag fits inside this little bag. So I'm going to put them inside. Everything goes in my case like this, and it's got a little dust bag as well to protect it. So this is going to be my kind of evening style dressy up bag. This is from DKNY. I did pick this up in TK Maxx. TK Maxx have got so many good bargains on the go at the moment. I got given a TK Maxx voucher for my Christmas, and I thought, well, I'll pick up this nice fancy bag. It has little gold studs on the bottom and things as well. It's really well made. It's really, really nice. The amount of bargains that you can get in bags at the moment in TK Maxx, I am astounded by. Quite recently, I think Caroline Style Hacks over on Instagram, I'll link her here somewhere, she had been doing an Instagram stories, and she had things like Marnie, Chloe, like all the big brands that you hear about. And actually when I went in the other day, I seen all of these big brands as well, like Coach, etc. And this was in the Silverburn store, because sometimes I feel like you only get the ones when you're in town, you see the big label brands, but actually in Silverburn there was a Chloe bag just kicking about, you know, £250 sitting on a shelf. And I was like, so strange. Anyway, this one was clearly not £250, but it was a good markdown and I got it for a very fair price, and I really like it and I think it is very versatile as well. Alright, for outfit number 1, this was my travel outfit. We didn't fly out till about 12 in the day, so it wasn't too bad. I didn't have to get up in the middle of the night to go. But what I've got on is my monkey jeans and the H&M linen kind of grey t-shirt. You couldn't really see that underneath the brown jumper, but it was just an extra layer of warmth. And equally, if I'd stopped anywhere and needed to take the jumper off, then it's just a nice outfit to wear without the jumper. Now I wore that alongside the River Island boots. Reason being, they had the slightly higher heel, so it was easier to get the Chelsea boots into my little cabin bag. And I thought, if I wear these, then, you know, you're just wearing them through security and you obviously have to whip any shoes off anyway. So I thought that would be easier to do if I just wore them rather than the Chelsea boots. Along with that, I did wear my wool coat, obviously, to go to the airport. And I had my leopard print scarf and gloves, which are a nice little matching set that my mum had picked me up over Christmas. I also wore this Zara hat. It is my absolute favourite. I take it on any cold holiday we are going to go on, but also it is used frequently here in Scotland when it is very wet and miserable. Along with that, you see I've got the H&M bag, which had all of my kind of in-flight essentials that I could reach for, and given that it's such a good size of bag, it meant I could carry quite a lot in this, and it was still within the size restrictions of most flight carriers. So my first daytime outfit was actually a dress, which might seem a little bit overdressed for some people, but I just feel this dress can be dressed up so easily or dressed down so easily. So it is the Zara Poplin dress. I teamed it with black tights and wore my flat boots with it, my little kind of burgundy coloured boots. I placed over the top of this the H&M cream kind of lamb's leg sleeve jumper, which initially I was a bit worried wasn't going to fit because the dress already has that shape of sleeve, but with a little bit of fiddling and footering, it actually worked quite well. As I said, I did tie a little bauble in the front of it and just tweaked it up ever so slightly just to give it a little bit of something at the front. I also teamed this with the same coat when we were out and about and the same hat. Although I didn't wear my scarf this day, I didn't feel the need for it, and I did wear my little gloves with it as well. So to take this black dress outfit kind of from day to night, first of all, I thought I need to kind of lose all of the accessories. But I thought I'm going to keep this dress on, I'm going to whip off the tights, put on a pair of nude ones because it was far too cold to go bare-legged. I put on my nice kind of more smart leather boots, the River Island ones. I also added some accessories, including this lovely hairband, which was easily slipped into my case. And I used the DKNY bag just to give it a little bit more of an elevated day to night look. I also added a couple of little bits of accessories regarding jewellery, which I thought also helped. But I think this was a really good transitional piece to take away with you. And I did wear my gloves and my coat over the top of this, but it was nice to be able to take it off and actually feel like I wasn't all bundled up anymore. So the second day we'd actually arranged to go to the thermal baths in Budapest. So as you can see here, sorry, bra on show, I had this lovely satin slip skirt on, but I did actually have my swimming costume on underneath this, which was a plain black one, which gave me just kind of a crew neck, not crew neck, what do you call it? Boat neck? I don't know, a bit of a curved scalloped edge to my chest. Could have been, if it was in the summertime, you could have worn that as a top under the skirt, no problem. But given it was absolutely freezing and we were going to the thermal baths, that was the only reason I was wearing my swimsuit under it. So instead, when we came out of the thermal baths, I had taken this white t-shirt with me and changed into this, which I think gives the look a really casual, easy laid back look to it. I can imagine in the summer wearing this skirt with this t-shirt and a pair of Converse or something like that. Over top that though, because it was relatively cold, I've got again the H&M brown jumper, which as you can see initially when you put it on is a little bit too oversized and it loses any shape that I have. So that's why I gathered it in at the waist, tied it with a bobble again, and you can see instantly how that gives me a little bit of shape back to myself. I didn't wear any hat with this outfit, I just wore it as it was, partly because we just came out of the swimming and I'd had to let my hair kind of air dry as well. The hairdryer in the thermal bath was less than exciting. So I mostly air dried my hair. For that reason I didn't want to put a hat on top of wet hair. So actually I just left it as it was. I've got my burgundy boots on again, as you can see, and I also put on black tights again just for a more daytime look. I did wear my scarf however, because I wasn't wearing the hat. I did feel I needed some sort of warmth around about my face. So this was the complete look for daytime on day 2. So taking this skirt from day to night was really simple. I've basically just taken off the tights, put on my smarter black boots, and then I just swapped back into the cream jumper because I just felt that this made it look a little less casual and a little more dressed up. This skirt is so versatile and I found it so easy to make this look a little more fancy and chic. This time with the jumper I did not do my little bobble trick. Instead I just folded up the ribbed area to make it into a more cropped style. And you'll see here, for nighttime I wore the DKNY bag. I have also popped on a little rust coloured headband, a nice wide one. I feel this works wonders for me because I have quite fine hair and it makes it look like I've got more hair than I actually do. But this was my evening look. This daytime look for me is quite obvious. It's simple, jeans and a white tee. I love jeans and a white tee, hashtag jeans and a white tee, it's for me. But I did want to be comfortable. It's a really classic look. I've stuck on the flat Chelsea boots with it and put my coat over the top, and I really love how effortlessly cool this looks. I know that sounds really cheesy to say, but I do actually think it looks really cool. I stuck on my hat with this and my gloves, and that was me ready to go. A really simple look but easily put together at the same time. I love this. Now my outfit for the evening of day 3 was the beautiful green Zara dress. Now wearing this on its own, it was absolutely stunning. You could wear this with some beautiful like nude flats or a nice court shoe, something like that, absolutely. But given I'm packing into one case and I wanted to be able to be a bit more versatile, I have paired it with the River Island boots and nude tights. Now on its own, absolutely this can be worn, but as I say, it was really cold outside, so I decided I would pair it with a jumper so that I could remove the jumper whenever we got to wherever we were going for dinner. So I did put the cream one with it because I thought it just was a little bit more polished than that of the brown one that I had with me. Along with that, I did pair some more kind of nicer pieces of jewellery just to elevate the look a little bit more. I got this kind of 3-tiered necklace from the Z range from Accessorize, as well as this bracelet that is from And Other Stories with this green stone in it. I have no idea what the green stone is, but I thought just a hint of the green would be a nod to what the colour is in the dress. I also got these little studs which I believe are like a green tortoiseshell, and they are from Primark actually. But I really like them, although they will probably go black at some point. I do think they're really nice and just add a little something to the look. I did wear my coat over the top, obviously, but even at that I thought it was a really polished look, a really nice night out look. You could wear this out to dinner, you could wear it out to drinks, dancing if you really wanted. I am far too old for all of that now. But easily transferable into a kind of more casual look or a really sultry look. And as I say, once you get to wherever you're going, you can take the jumper off, and especially if you've got a banging chest, then get those babies out. I unfortunately am not blessed in that department. So to take this outfit from nighttime to a more casual daytime look, I decided that I would put the grey H&M t-shirt underneath it. I also put on tights and my flat boots again to make it much more casual. I really like this look. I think it's very reminiscent of the 90s. I remember when I was about 8 years old, I would have a kind of white t-shirt with a black dress, black strappy dress, and I think this has came back around again in recent years, this kind of style. I'm just going to show you another option because I did actually wear the white t-shirt under this dress while we were away. The monkey t-shirt underneath it is a much more classic style that I'm used to, but I really liked the grey option as well, just to give it that more cool kind of, I hate to be cheesy again, but rock chic vibe. I really like this outfit and I think it went really well. As we know though, it was very cold while I was away, so I popped the brown H&M jumper over the top just to make it even more casual and wearable during the daytime. Nobody would have known this was a skirt or a dress, and I think it worked really well. I did wear my coat, my scarf and my hat over the top of this complete outfit, and as I say, nobody would have known whether this was a dress or a skirt. And I think it just takes away the really classy kind of fancy side of this dress and makes it a much more wearable item. I didn't actually have a separate nighttime outfit for this day. I think I ended up actually pulling on like a thermal jumper and jeans for the evening because we'd stayed out so late that day. So needless to say, on the last day, I really don't care too much what I'm wearing when I'm going home on the plane. In saying that, we were going back to family members that afternoon and we were going out to a kind of family birthday that evening. So I wanted to look relatively put together. So this little outfit with the cream jumper and the jeans, it just works. It's easy, it's simple, it's very, very casual, but equally I was only going round to a family member's house, but I still felt me, I still felt put together and I was still happy with this outfit. I also threw in a little black thermal, which I think I actually am probably wearing in this video, and haven't really gave any mention of. The reason that I'd taken that with me was more for a base layer in case it was really, really cold, but this could be easily interjected as well and worn with these jeans just as a casual outfit, as I am today, as you can see. So I did have this with me also, I have to come clean and be honest about that, but I didn't actually use it in any of the outfits that I either took photos of or for this video, for instance, so that's why I didn't actually include it. But I did take this because basically it's just a really easy like ribbed top that you can fling on with jeans. These are obviously other jeans, but you know what I'm saying. So I hope that was of use to you. I hope it makes you think a little bit about the things you already have in your wardrobe, about layering other pieces, about using different items, like a big baggy jumper, you feel it just dwarfs you, it doesn't give you any shape. Well, stick a bobble in it, tie it up, give yourself some shape. Have a little think about things you've got in your wardrobe. Have a little rustle about to see about trends that are on at the moment, but wearing your own wardrobe in that style. I hope to do more videos like this, if I'm honest with you. The actual vlogs of the trips that I have been on recently, I'm currently working on the Prague vlogs to get that up to you. There should only be one, I think. I don't think I'm going to have days and days worth of footage. But I will have them up very soon, and following that I will have the ones up from Budapest as well, which should be wonderful because the Prague ones I'm a bit grumpy because it's wet, but still both places lovely places. If you're not subscribed, then please do subscribe. That is the only way you will get to see said videos that I'm talking about if you fancy it. If you don't like me and you don't fancy it, then that's fine too. Please just vacate and don't like be nasty, that would be nice. Otherwise, I hope you're all having a lovely start to your year. I hope January has been really good to you and I wish you all the best. Thanks again, bye.